extroverted, I am also an orientation leader. We call them Pioneer Ambassadors at my school. So we're gonna do a quick icebreaker real quick. We've all been cramped, I feel very, in a plane. You probably might have just landed today, you might have just landed yesterday. So what we're gonna do real quick, we're all seated, we're in our seat. We're gonna grab the handlebars ahead of us and pull down the roller coaster seat and lock ourselves in. So if everyone could please just grab the handlebars ahead and pull them down. Are we all locked in? Did everyone make sure it was a check? Are we good? All right. So, all right, they started it. We're going. Oh my gosh, look, we've got the big steep hill right in front of us. Did everyone see that? We see this big steep hill. We're going up, right? I would tell you to lean back your chairs, but we remember in middle school to not do that. So I would recommend staying stationary, just leaning up. We're going up. We're getting so close to the top. I'm a little bit nervous. I can't lie. I have a fear of heights. We're getting up there, and we're at the top. We're falling down. We're going to the right. To the left. We're at the turn. Okay, just like roller coasters, that was quick, short, and fun. Now we're back at the station, and we feel a little bit more energized. We warmed up our bodies. And with that, I'll introduce myself. So, hi, my name is Robert Fornatero. I am a double major in broadcast journalism and multimedia, as you can tell, very obviously, I feel. I go to Point Park University. It's a tiny school in Pittsburgh. And what my speech is going to be on is the networks that you necessarily don't think of immediately once you go in. And it's like the first big network I think of, and that's right when you get into college. So like I said, most people think of networking as like events and how you do it. So like business cards, career fairs, formal events. But networking is just simply talking to someone. And so by talking to your roommate even, you are networking and just getting to know more about them. Because like you said, you never know what their position is going to be in the future. So just networking with anyone. But like I said, it starts by connecting in the classrooms and with your professors. One thing, like I said, that already exists in the big thing is the professors, your organizations, and just your classmates. So the first one, professors, they are your built-in networks. Your professors are literally hired because they have an education in what you want to do. They are the best people that you should talk to, and they are the ones that have a lot of information. And one thing that I've learned is that a lot of the time they want to help their students. They want to talk to you. They always, I know at my university, a lot of our professors always offer office hours, and a lot of them are virtual, so they're pretty set to when you want to go see them. And all it takes is just reaching out. One thing to focus it in honor students, I know we're all honor students, so we're already going out and above and beyond. So we're probably already involved in these clubs and courses. But I don't know if your university is as similar as mine, but we honorize classes, or we have smaller class sizes for our honor students to help give you that closer relationship and to allow you to build that closer relationship. And honorizing at my university also adds another level to your class. So you have to do a small little thing that builds to it. And that one-on-one time that you have with your professor that helps you with that can allow you to dig deeper and stand out to that professor not only, but in your work as well, and help you exceed in that. And so, my apologies. One thing, like I said, the next thing you should move on to is your peers. So one of the biggest things that I've realized since going to my university, I didn't start out involved immediately. I was very nervous when I came in. I was shy. I mean, this was my first time really outside in the real world, honestly, without my parent with me, like 24/7. And so I was nervous to talk to people, and I was nervous to network. But I also realized that these people were in the exact same boat that I was like 2 years before me, and they were in these big positions, and they only did that by taking that step of reaching out, getting engaged. And I also realized that you learn a lot in those organizations. Clubs and department events are there to help you learn and progress in your fields. Like I said, I'm a broadcasting major, so at my university we have a television station. It is called UView Television. It is a very small channel. It's on YouTube, has less than 1,000 subscribers, and we've been around for almost 20 years now. And although it's very small and we're very close, that also was very helpful. One thing that I will never forget from is my first year as a freshman, I got involved with our one sports show, and there was this one guy that was there. His name was Jonah Summers. We were working on the show, and I knew I wanted to intern. I wanted to do something during right after my first year. I wanted to just get involved, because right after I had gone through that nervous step, I broke through that, and I realized now is the time to just get going. You want to start as soon as possible. And so I reached out and I went to this show, and I told them I was interested. I hung out with them for a little bit, and then eventually this Jonah guy, he sent a message and was like, "Hey, P3R," it stands for Pittsburgh Three Rivers. It's a big running company out in Pittsburgh. He said that they were looking for like marketing interns or volunteers to just help. I applied. Little did I know that his brother worked there, and so after I told him I applied, he had already knew that I was applying. I got it. I did some. It was unpaid. It was 2 days or 3 days. It was for just 3 days. It was very short. I think I created like one TikTok video. I don't even think they posted it, to be honest. But I sent that to them. I was super excited. I kept that connection, and now I applied for their position 2 years later, for the actual exact marketing position, and they already knew who I was. They remembered me. I had my LinkedIn connections, and I literally would not have met or even known about this opportunity had it not been for my small club that I had joined with, I think maybe 25 people there total. And one thing that's also crazy is, yes, they're a running company, but if you know anything about sports, then you know the draft is also coming to Pittsburgh in 2026. And P3R is the big company working on that. So not only was I able to get that opportunity from it, but I'm now even more able to expand my reach. And I never would have even known or had any idea that this was an opportunity had it not been for me just showing up and getting engaged with just this one little club. And so that is like my biggest thing, is that you, just to like wrap it up and like with your student, like with other students, is that getting engaged and getting involved early on is the best thing possible. Networking is not about luck or chance. It's truly about maintaining a true relationship. Like I said, you network with everyone almost on a 24-hour basis. You talk to someone new almost every single day, and that is networking. But real networking that matters and helps you in the future is when you make an actual connection, is when you keep that connection, you talk to people. The marketing director, who was the same from when I had applied, remembered my face, even though we had barely talked. I had been liking his things on LinkedIn. I had made sure to connect. I had made sure to stay engaged and active. But we hadn't had a formal conversation in a while, but he remembered my face from my engagement. He remembered my face just from getting involved. And so one thing that I just want to reiterate is just really making sure that you reach out and you truly stay connected with everyone, because you never know how it's going to affect you in the future. Did I ever think that this was going to be the path I was going to take? No, I was a dancer growing up. I'm not even really big into sports, but this opportunity opened itself up to me, and I knew like this was something I wanted to do, and that this was something I could not give up, and I was very fortunate to have it. So yeah, just with that, thank you. Yeah, sorry.